Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is ThePromG and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, what I want to do in this video today is talk about all of the amazing anime that I've actually been watching recently. And I think I've only uploaded like one anime video on this channel before. That was, of course, my top 10 anime of all time list. But yeah, I kind of want to do another anime video just because I've gotten back into watching anime like a lot recently. And I figured that a lot of you guys probably watch anime as well, so I decided, why not? Let's just make this video because I really want to talk about some of these amazing series I've been watching recently. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. And if you guys do enjoy this little bit of a change of pace with this anime video, you want to see more, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the anime series I'm going to be talking about in this video are series that I've been watching this past week. This past week, especially the last few days, I've just been no-lifing anime, sitting on my ass a lot more than usual, just binging through entire seasons sometimes. But yeah, the first anime series that I watched this week was Haikyuu to the Top. Now, if you guys watched my top 10 anime of all time list, I think I had Haikyuu at like the 7 to 8 spot, somewhere in that range, so I really love Haikyuu, but I just had not really gotten around to watching one of the newer seasons. I'm pretty sure that Haikyuu to the Top Part 2 is currently airing, so I wanted to catch up on this series. And I'm sure that most of you guys are familiar with Haikyuu, so I won't go too into depth about what this anime is about, but obviously it's about, you know, high school volleyball, and it's actually one of the first ever sports anime that I ever watched, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Although there aren't as many matches or action in general in this season, Haikyuu to the Top, there is still a decent amount, and the season kind of focuses more on Hinata's development as a player. As he kind of barges his way into the first year camp, he's able to look at a bunch of amazing players firsthand and study what makes them especially great. And then he's able to emulate all those things into his own playstyle, which I thought was really cool. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how Krasno fares in the national tournament. Alright, so the next series that I've been watching this month is probably my favorite anime that I've watched in so long. And I've been talking about it on Twitter and maybe Instagram, I believe. So if you follow me on there, you know what this one is, but that would of course have to be Attack on Titan. Now, Attack on Titan was one of the first ever anime series to really get me invested into anime. I watched the first season way back in the day when I was in middle school. I think I watched it like on Netflix, maybe a year after it aired. And I remember being absolutely blown away by this anime, even though some people kind of shit on the first season and say that it wasn't very good. Just the dark themes and hyper-violent nature of the show was something like I've never watched before. Back then, the other anime shows that I can remember watching at the time were like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sergeant Frog, and Fruits Basket, so definitely very different shows. But yeah, it wasn't until recently I actually got back into the series. I think I got into it like a few months ago. I started watching season 2, and about halfway through, I just got kind of bored of it, not gonna lie, and I ended up kind of taking a break. But boy, oh boy, was I in for a surprise when I got through the second half of season 2, and yeah, let's just say that things go way out of control. I finally got back into the zone of getting into Attack on Titan because of this second half of the season. And let's just say I watched a lot more than just season 2. I think it was 2 days ago I watched the last 6 episodes of Attack on Titan season 2 all in one day. I breezed right through it. And then the very next day I woke up, started watching Attack on Titan season 3 part 1, and finished the entire thing in one day. Now, this may not seem like a lot for most of you guys who just binge through anime series, but coming from me, this is something that is very unusual, especially because I kind of got out of anime. Prior to this, I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of anime per month, and I don't know what it is about Attack on Titan, but I was just absolutely engrossed. Probably the most addicted I've been to an anime since I watched Hunter x Hunter, which is my favorite series of all time, if that tells you anything. But yeah, I won't go too into the depths of the content of the Attack on Titan episodes that I watched, just because, you know, obviously there's spoilers. But something that I will talk about with Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 1 is how when I was watching it, it really resonated with me and kind of brought me back to that time when I was watching Season 1 for the first time way back in middle school. A recurring theme in Season 3 Part 1 is how they're always reminiscing about the good old days back before the Titans attacked. Not only do they talk about it in the actual episodes, but the opening for this third season is like one of the most beautiful anime openings I've ever heard in my life. I think it's called Red Swan. Just the imagery that they show with Eren, Mikasa, and Armin when they're young and just being carefree, it really did take me back to when I was in middle school, probably about their age, you know, doing the exact same thing and actually watching the first season of Attack on Titan. And then obviously with the state of the current series, how the characters have grown, the things they've done, and other characters that have died along the way, you know, they just can't go back to those good old days. And something about that just made it really sad for me and nostalgic. I don't know what it is, because I always look back on middle school as some of the best times of my life. Well, some of you guys may not agree with that. I've really been enjoying Attack on Titan for reasons I can't really get into, but the plot is just crazy. It's absolutely action-packed, super suspenseful and thrilling. And if you are not watching Attack on Titan right now, definitely catch up on the series before the 4th season drops very soon. This is easily within my top 5 favorite anime of all time, and I haven't even watched the 2nd part or the 4th season of Attack on Titan yet, but I know that goes absolutely crazy. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching the 4th season and probably binging the 2nd part of the 3rd season tomorrow or whenever, very, very soon. And speaking of the top 10 anime list I uploaded, the last series that I've been watching this month actually finished yesterday, was a series on my top 10 list, but full disclosure, I never actually finished it. And this is a series that I rave about a lot too, but yeah, the series that I finished yesterday, I watched the final 4 episodes I had not seen yet, would have to be Prison School. I know that might be hard to believe because obviously I rave about this series a lot and it's a really short series, only 12 episodes. When I was watching this series for the first time, there were 2 main things that kind of stopped me from watching it. The first thing is that something was happening in my life at the time that I was watching this series that was very, very bad. So I kind of associated Prison School with the things that were happening in my life, and it kind of just made me not want to watch anymore. And the second thing is I couldn't find any more of the uncensored episodes on YouTube, so at that point, why even watch it, right? But after having Prison School sit in the watching section of my anime list profile for so long, like over a year, I decided I might as well just watch the final 4 episodes, and I really, really enjoyed them. My favorite thing about Prison School is that the series does not take itself seriously whatsoever, and that definitely held true in the final 4 episodes. There's just some absolutely ridiculous stuff that happens. There's like a whole episode of just arm wrestling. There's also some interactions between Kiyoshi and Hana, which were very, very spicy. And I believe I have the first 6 volumes of the manga, and I don't know if I'll be reading the first ones that take place with the first season, but I think that volumes 5 and 6 is where the anime leaves off. And I know we will be getting Prison School Season 2, I think next year, so I'm definitely very excited for that. But I am also looking forward to reading the manga where the anime left off. I won't go into detail with spoilers for Prison School, but the tables have completely turned, and there are also some new female characters who get introduced, so I'm definitely very excited to see their roles in the story, and also the 5 main boys' roles as the story continues. Anyways guys, that's all the anime that I've been watching this past week. A lot more anime than I usually watch. This may not be a lot to some of your guys' standards, but for me, this was completely unusual. I don't know why I'm in such an anime mood recently, but I'm absolutely loving all these amazing series. So definitely let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these anime videos, and also let me know some amazing anime series that you've been watching recently that you recommend I watch myself. Anyways guys, that's going to wrap up for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more anime videos just like this. So yeah, this has been ThePromG. Hopefully enjoyed the video, and as always, hope to catch you in the next one.